Tuesday. Good practice, solid day. Good weather, well, perfect weather practice. You couldn't ask for a better day today. Couldn't be not hot, not cold, not perfect. The reason you live in Florida right here. But good, solid practice. Keep working on Clemson. Get ready to go third down, red zone, all that tomorrow. Question?
We heard guys yesterday say that confidence and just better communication is why they're getting more turnovers on defense. Is it that, or is it something else that's kind of led to the defense getting more turnovers and doing all that?
Doing your job, and being opportunistic when they make the plays that you get to make in there. When you make turnovers, when you're in the right place, your eyes on the right things, you react, you know what you're doing, and make plays, and they give you the opportunity. Sometimes turnovers don't come all the time. People don't give you those opportunities, but they're giving them to them. They're taking advantage of them.
Well, Clemson on the other end, they've had 16 turnovers this year. Have you seen anything from those kind of plays, or have they kind of been fluky, or just how the teams get the best of them?
They play aggressively. When you play aggressively, and they make plays too. If you don't try to do that. So they've taken care of the ball at times, but they've had a few, but not. I would say it's not an astronomical amount. But that happens sometimes, and they're still playing very solidly. But they play some good teams. Guys have been opportunistic in their plays.
With as good as Clemson's defensive line has been, how do you slow them down?
You got to get in front of them and block them. That's simple. Put a hat on a hat and get an attitude.
Before the bye week, you talked about fixing some pass protection things and offensive line, tight end, running backs, everyone. Have you seen one thing, when reevaluating that kind of common thing that's leading to the pass protection breakdown?
Poor technique.
But from everyone? Or?
That's what it gets down to. When you get beaten, all of them, most of them are lined right. It's poor technique, or I didn't, I sit long enough, sit with the right guy, and almost 99% of them. It's always what happens when you do it. Poor technique, getting a bad angle, getting a bad position.
Aside from Bobo being day-to-day, did anything else new health-wise with any other guys who's ever kind of fully healthy?
No, pretty much the same. Nothing new. I don't think. I'm trying to think.
Coach, you talked about the 1989 team a couple times already earlier this year. What's some of the comparisons you make from them to your team?
Oh, I'm not making comparisons to us. I don't know. When I talked to them about, I don't remember what was we talking when I was talking about them.
You had mentioned that team a couple times. I wasn't sure if you were.
They had lost those two. They lost
their
first two games.
They didn't play well. I hope if I'd love to compare it to that, because that team took care of business. They got better as the year went on, and by the end of the year, it was a very dangerous football team. It was a really good football team. They dropped 2 games right off the bat, and everybody thought they would win, but they took the responsibility very seriously and got better. And at the end of the year, we're a very, very, very good football team. I hope that we could even be in that conversation. We got a long ways to go. We got opportunities. It's just a matter of what we do with them.
They beat the national champions that year.
Mm-hmm.
They beat mine there.
Beat Auburn, beat a lot of them down there. Had a good run down the stretch.
Who's playing Deshaun and scout team?
I'm not even sure right now. Don't matter.
Okay.
Ain't nobody going to simulate him anyway. Ain't nobody going to simulate him anyway. If they did, he'd be on my field.
That's a good point.
Huh? If he was as good as Deshaun, he'd be over on my field.